barrels, and tyrants, fewer minions willing to cut their throats open for the one true god or the one true nation. Yeah, we are. Here, I've got 2 teleport scrolls that can take us right back to Riverville. Just meet me in the tavern once you're ready to go. I have some stuff to take care of, so there's no need to hurry. Farewell.
Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word has it that he murdered 30 novices, then killed himself up in the temple. By Malphas, what has become of this world?
Yeah? No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Fuck bless. Yes, yes, of course.
внутри, оказывается. Я отсюда пишу. Вот это жесть. Привет, сталкер. Опа. Урон огня. Прикольно. Берем все. Теперь можно уходить отсюда. Еще тут что-то было. Возвращаемся по заданию. Так, у меня пожрать что-нибудь есть из ингредиентов? Убежал. Ну ладно. Тут еще что-то находится, по идее. Туда нам еще доступ будет по заданию, по некоторым. Опа, выкопанный погреб. Все, сохраняемся. Полезли. В хрень знает куда. Все. Тут больше ничего нету.
Yeah, look at that. A lonesome traveler. Some folks just never learn.
А сделали бабу.
Wrong time, wrong place!
Собираем все. Пил спец. Пчела в банке. Прикольно. Эй, куда я меч выбросил? Все, можно идти дальше. Оказывается, нельзя. Кролик под водой. Клево. Скачем как козлы по горным участкам.
Walk blessed. Oh, show me. Oh, joy, you are right. Oh, by the billows of cosmos, how can I ever thank you? Oh yeah, the Master Skull. One moment, let me get a pouch for you. Of course, you've earned it. You... Yes, that might work. There is an old Pyrean stone circle close to the old trading post called Three River Watch. Go there at midnight and balance the skull on your head. If I'm right, you should feel the effect within seconds. And now, thank you again and walk blessed. That is, if there's nothing else you need. Maybe an herb to get rid of those dark circles under your eyes.
Чего тут? Ладно, продолжим. Джеспер нужен. Кожа нужна. Так, где тут мой чемодан? Кожи нету.
Yeah? No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Надо будет это оставить. Кожа, есть у него кожа. Чё, офигел?
Walk less.
Ты чё они тут делают?
Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word that he murdered 30 novices, then killed himself up in the temple. Malphus, what has become of this world?
Жрать. накопаем этого овоща.
That all you got?
You fucking scum! You'll pay for that!
My sir? What, you mean apart from frenzied animals, hordes of living dead lurking through the wilderness and this whole red madness thing? No, none. Just be careful when you're outside the walls.
Собака. Собаку погладить-то можно? Иногда вот это вот бесит, что нельзя перепрыгнуть. Это ладно, это мелочь, по сути.
Malphas's blessings.
What would you like to hear?
We just got a new delivery of ale. Anyone?
Oh, that's just how he is. Always.
I just don't see it.
Do you know the aged man of whom no one knows from whence he came? His house lies on the edge of a solitary cliff. Glow of death and pallid light illuminate the dark of night, leaving out the windows of the aged man's abode. If you batter at his door, say farewell to our
Just where did I put it?
for everyone who entered never walked back on the road from the aged man's abode.
Now, if it isn't my new pal, how about a sip of wine? Right, the fever. Almost forgot about that. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myrod's injured, so we'll have to go by foot. Oh, right. You wouldn't know that since you're Naramese. Myrods are giant flying creatures. Quite nasty when wild, and quite useful when tamed. You can find Myrod towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers in their Myrods can take you from point A to B in no time. But, as I said, Riverville's Myrod's injured, so we'll have to walk. Splendid. Let's wait until nightfall, though. That way it's less likely we'll run into an ambush in the pass. One more thing. You seemed quite fond of your new magical talents. In battle, I mean. I take it you're more of an arcanist type, then. Am I right? I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful. The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, Volumes 1 and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes aside, these are learning books, from arcanists or master fencers, depending on what you read. You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while. You're welcome. Then off we go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
туда. А, нам туда. Ну, по берегу пойдем.
Some shifts never end.
What, you mean the living dead, the Watirs everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring.
Ладно, пойдем по русифицированной табличке. Прикол вот этой лунной моркови, ее можно найти только ночью, либо в сумерках. Хоть туда иду. Наверное, туда. Тут это олень. Надо будет элементализм поднимать. И энтропию.
Huh?
Да открыл уже.
appreciate that.
Lucky.
A second. Quite the sight, isn't it? It's moments like these that make life so damn worth living. This place was once a trading post, in case you're wondering, but it's been deserted ever since the isolation. Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the Order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eradan left Narim. The Order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal. You know, open harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Chilean spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the Sun Coast, or this one. Yeah, if you want to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us.
Опа. А вот эта штука очень пригодится.
Still alive? Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time.
Hey, you there? Yes, you. Sober up? What, are you saying I'm drunk? And you're right, actually. But a man's got to do something to keep his bones warm, doesn't he? It's so frickin' cold up here.
Or does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than get plastered. Tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger whip from this fire.
Вражда между братьями. Прикольно. Где он, кстати, тут?
What, I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back to Ark already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
Прикольно.
Oh, did he now? Well then. You tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the color of his fucking balls.
Это я чувствую веселый квестик.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass. Give him a knuckle sandwich. Smack him in the gob. Spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean. Oh yes, on my responsibility.
Ща отпинаем кого-то.
Oh yeah? Well, I'd love to see that.
Good, that will teach him a lesson. Here, take this for your help. Now get lost, or I need to take a nap.
Blazes, what idiots. Welcome to the Enderalian people, my friend.
What? Leave me alone. I need a break.
Боже, какие идиоты, реально. Хоть правильно иду.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Ну да, правильно. Уронили. Нахрена мне барабан? Привет всем, кто зашел. Кир, у меня в группе ВКонтакте информация. Моды надо переделывать, либо переписывать самому. В данный момент моды на оружие и на броню делаются командами разными. Именно под этот Enderal. Всю информацию, которую я смог найти, я скинул в группе ВК. Здравствуйте, Кир.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Нам теперь куда? Блин. Я тут нахожусь. Там написано, под какие мод написан. То ли ESN, то ли еще что-то. Непонятно. Не лазите в пещеру. Так что, кто сделает модификации, это все будет на сайте, как я понимаю, именно у разработчиков данного мода. Ссылка, кстати, там тоже есть. Да, гоп-стоп. Так, а что я за зелье тут наделал? Нафигачил. Повышение скрытности. Прикольно. На 100% на 8 секунд. Клево. Исцеляет все болезни. Тетька голая. Сиськи кривые, кстати. И перегружено. Окей, где грибы? Ледяной коготь. Так, надо поскидывать барахло. путешествовать. Тут, кстати, есть свитки телепорта. Цветочки красивые сделали. А, это чё? Пчёлы. Пчёлы, кстати, ловить полезно. Пчелы дают восстановление запаса сил. Куда? Там в ту сторону. Вон арк находится где. Долгое путешествие.
Hey, you there? Yes, you. Can you spare a moment for him? He would be very grateful. Well, he, Kermai Kazor Tatakajape. Your help. Tell him, my sir, do you have good eyes? Good, very good. Let him cut to the chase. He is in dire need of eggs. Lots of eggs. And he wants you to help him. A half-starling, yes. But unfortunately, he's not from Anku, if that's what you would have asked next. Which is something he really regrets. This world, it's so dirty, so loud. But, well, what can you do? One is what one is. It is, indeed. The eggs he is looking for are hard to come by. Do you see those brown hammerbirds circling over the heartland? In many other countries, such as Nerim or Kira, their hatchlings are brought up to be letterbirds. He wants to raise such letterbirds for a special purpose. So, what do you say? Will you help an old starling? The ancient fathers would thank you for it. He's sure of that. Oh, that's hard to explain. He doubts you would understand. But it has to do with our lost home, the Star City. Yes, the place we starlings come from, and where we are destined to return to eventually. Don't you know the stories? There's a city far up in the sky, and all the worldly suffering doesn't exist there. But this is no place to talk about that. There are books which could explain our prophecies a lot better than he ever could.
Кстати, тут очень интересные квесты.
You're talking about coin. Yes, yes, he does. And provided you bring him what he needs, he would have given them to you anyway. Well, that is the part where your good eyes come into play. All you need to do is follow the movements of the birds flying above the sea here and in its vicinity. Eventually, they will return to their nests, and that's where you can find the eggs. Just come back once you've found a good handful or more. He will wait for your return.
Величайший охотник за яйцами, ребят. Это круто. Для начала нам нужно прибыть вот сюда.
Bene, my sir, please just thank you. That's really generous. May his light guide you. Thank you. That's really generous. May his light guide you.
В программе «Мой нежный бутон, твои губы сладки, как пирог, ничто не опишет твой волос золотой, твой глаз подобен рогу боевому». Танцующем кочевнике. Ледяной коготь, язык богов, удача путника или готовый напиток. В счастье алхимика все ты найдешь. С пустыми руками домой не уйдешь. Алле Мальфоса 13. Квартал знать.
You're here. I didn't know you were on patrol today too. Yes? Miss
Oh, my. Oh, come on!
Don't you think I see how you're slaving away? You can hardly put one foot before the other. Look how exhausted you are. And this armor. Whew, it must weigh tons. A way to ease your travels. A mount. And you know what? Today's your lucky day. If you agree to help me out with... Gnarldolf, a troll. For 2 months now, every night, I've been hearing this horrible, bloodthirsty grunting near the farm. The guard says I'm only imagining it, but trust me, I've seen enough of the world to know when it all started, the grunting came from back in the forest. But it's gotten close. So, what do you say? You kill Gnarldolf for me, and in return, you'll get one of my very best donkeys for free. Whirlwind. And believe me, he lives up to his name. What? That doesn't ring a bell. Gnarldolf? As in, the Gnarldolf? From the fairy tale, The Seraph and the Beast. Considering how horrible the grunting sounds, that name seemed fitting to me. But call him what you want, it doesn't matter. As long as you kill him. Oh, that should be pretty easy. Just wait until shortly after midnight and then scout the area. Eventually, you'll hear that grunting I told you about. Then just find out where... And needless to say, be careful. You look like you can take care of yourself, otherwise I wouldn't have asked. But these beasts are not to be underestimated.
Аркская крепкая. Так, а теперь...
And here we are. Welcome to Ark. I've got some things to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Tealor Arenthiel and his mages in person, all right? By his own son, Nerazil, yeah. But roughly 2.5 years ago, he suddenly appeared back in Enderal, accompanied by a handful of mages who once fought against him in the Great War. Weird, I know. That's how it was. He did, yeah. It seems that something happened between him and them that made them sort out their issues, you could say. They're allies now, and frankly, you can imagine what kind of uproar that caused among the Holy Order itself. But in the end, Arenthiel got things his way. You can say what you want about him, but he never lost his charisma, that's for sure. You're telling me. But apparently their alliance has something to do with this red madness. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, sure, I should have thought of that. Pardon me. All right then. Ark is divided into 5 districts, not counting the harbor. The foreign quarter, where we are right now, the marketplace, the nobles' quarters, the south quarter, and the temple. If you're looking to gear up, I guess the market would be the place to go. You can find... If it's magical supplies and alchemy you need, however, you best try your luck in the nobles' quarters. But prepare yourself for some... Finally, there's the temple, which is hard to overlook. Normal citizens are not permitted to enter, but if all goes according to plan, you'll soon see it from the inside. And then there... Yeah, it doesn't, and it isn't. The Undercity's a cluster of caves directly beneath our feet. And down there is where the poor and the sick live, not to mention those that the Order doesn't like to see in their neat, pretty streets in the upper city. Not a place I'd recommend you visit, at least not unless you're looking for mischievous things. Great. Then see you later and enjoy your stay.
Окей. Чё тут? Величайший охотник за яйцами. Тут можно удалить. Статистика. Игры. Тут играть можно. Ладно, пойдем. удобно сделали.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. A miracle has happened, a miracle that must have been, due to its sheer
Uh-huh.
brought forth by
No,
Malchus
I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
You have heard right.
Это не будем продавать. Так, цена. Обалденно. Магия света на 7 меньше. Вот 311 осталось.
Information? What do you mean? Let me see. That's not very much, but fine. A couple of moons ago, I had a really strange guy as a customer. He wore 2 sabers, like those coal people do, but when he moved, he was really swift about it, like he was some kind of thief. I think he was an assassin, as they call them. Quiranian contract killers. You can hide within a fort, and unlike those everyday scroungers, they know how to wield a sword, like Loram Waterblade did. Who knows? Maybe that'll help you. Now, I just put them out for you to look. What? That wasn't enough? Huh. Let me think. Yeah. There was that wench once. A farmer. She came... Nothing unusual, you could say. Especially nowadays, but apparently the bandit... Green fire, lightning, the living dead rise...
Отлично.
From the ground. A wild mage. In other words, one of those sinistros. She also knew elements...
Hungry?
Rena Shalom, my sir. Kirash, what gave me away? My skin or my accent? Well, I'll have to work on my disguise then. Jokes aside, I am from Kaira, but I was only 6 years old when my commune came to this country, and I'll have seen my 60th winter next month, so I suppose that makes me as Enderalian as most people around here.
Так, чё мне тут нужно? По-любому здоровье теперь.
Oh, there were many reasons. Suffice it to say that Kyra isn't the glittering, exotic country of dreams and poems that bards make it out to be. I am glad to live here. You can say what you will about Enderal, but at least it's peaceful. Of course, Sherry.
Well, there comes a point when you just have to live with it.
If it's clam and fish you seek, then come and take a good long peek.
There's war in Kira.
Банк. Посмотрим, что в банке
Walk
тут.
blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and friends serve you today? A ledger. Your very own safe in our house, which we will manage on your behalf, thanks to our very generous interest rates. The longer you entrust... Well, evidently this was a metaphor. Just imagine... Well... I beg your pardon, most likely quite limited intellectual capabilities. Let us... Fine then. We invest... Now don't you look at me that way. We have to make a living somehow. Thanks, do not... Now enough of this nonsense and back to... Very well. We will need a 100-penny deposit. Excellent. To make a deposit, simply talk to what... Well, holdings for something. A business, a caravan, things like that. But forgive me for saying so, you do not seem to be a man of means. So, of course. A wise decision. Of course. A wise decision.
Walk blessed, my friend. You look disheartened. And I have just the right thing for you. Oh, really? What makes you say that? But no, you're right. It is unusual. But even a narrow-minded country... Well, probably because I'm not. My husband thinks running around the city and talking to... That's one way to put it. Especially now... Wow. Listen to me. A month... She's a painter. Our best-selling... I don't know how else to put it. That's why people are... Well, what I... And in case you wonder why we just don't visit her, you do that. That's... quite the offer, to be honest. A little detour in a place swarming with undead So, there you go. That's where her hut should be. At least approximately. Good luck.
Hello.
Мастерская портного. Нам нужно сюда задвинуть.
Walk bless all your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
Риторика. Ох, нихера себе они тут сделали.
May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
Да, дофига тут всего. На самом деле мне нужно оружие. Чё тут? Да нафиг творится?
Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Ладно, чё тут медитация?
War on Nerim. War on Kile. Yes. What the fuck is wrong with this world? Walk blessed.
Walk bled. Oh, how nice of you to ask. I can't complain. I suppose the wars in Kilay and Kira make it definitely more comfortable than my time on the road, though. What? No. A traveling mage. You know, I grew up in a village near Duneville. Actually, I had a pretty good childhood there. But when I discovered my magical gifts, well, let's just put it this way. It changed how people treated me. Even my own parents. I just felt the need to, I don't know, get out, see some of this world. So after I did the path, I decided not to return to my village, and kind of bold, yes. But back then, I didn't care. But, hard. The Arcanist made it clear that we stood at the crossroads. Either we learn to control the magic, or we become outlaws. It was not a pleasant time, I can tell you that much. The keepers were extremely strict, and you learn to be independent, to not get too close to anybody. But no offense, that's a very personal topic. Well, they weren't exactly hostile to me, but it was the small things. Looks, talk going on behind my back. Over time, that just gets to you. But you know, I don't think I can blame them, especially with the village folk. The word magic is always mentioned together with wild magic, Orbeus, and devastated cities. And all of a sudden, here I am, suddenly one of them who can do those things, even though I don't have Eterna blood. How is that supposed to fit into their worldview? They can't really know better. As I said, I don't want to talk about it. Sorry. Well, that's one of the upsides of being an Arcanist. You don't need to be a bulk of muscle to defend yourself against a pack of wolves. Plus, back in those days, the roads were safer by far. All these brigands... I probably made it sound worse than it was. I've heard that on Niram, magically gifted people get driven out of their village, or worse. I guess I should consider myself lucky.
Вот так вот.
Sure, take a look.
Что ей можно продать? Продаем. Вот взгляд крысолова я буду себе брать в любом случае. Оставлять. Магия света меня не интересует. Секир сбора удаляем. Это то, что я сам сделал. Скрытность. Это оставим пока. Вот это, кстати, тоже я сделал. Регенерация запаса сил. Это оставим. Хлам. Что из хлама? Ну, ремесла у меня пока нету.
Walk blessed.
это. В Королевской бухте.
Yes?
So, any progress?
Нафиг 600 медиков заживут. Арк-рынок. Это башня мира, да.
Can I help you?
Sir. Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed? About pirates. What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame pirates like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here at Enderal. Pity, somehow. Oh, well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the pirate already knows by heart. I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a pirate warden was far more prestigious back then, and even feared with sublime or keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess. Riding a pirate has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain?
Какой красавчик.
Yes?
Walk blessed.
Интересно, если я 100 символов наберу, что произойдет?
Yes? What are you doing here? So many strange faces. Well, isn't it nice?
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Tips. Just be wary. Don't ask. The wolves. Oh, blazes. Where's this supposed to lead?
Blessed.
Farewell.
That's just how it is.
Как много барахла. Ледник.
Sir?
Бедный кролик, и кролик тут пострадал. Ты кролик. Кролик сгорел полностью. Ладно, где тут? Сегодня заканчиваем стримы вообще. Спасибо, кто заходил, кто смотрел.